all that mattered to me. I hadn't even bothered to look at the menu. Leo ordered the same thing for both of us, some fancy dish I couldn't pronounce. We handed over our menus, and I waited until we were alone again before I spoke up. Special occasion? I reiterated. For us? Just period. Leo reached across the table and grabbed my hand in his. He used his thumb to caress my knuckles. The excitement was all but twinkling in his chocolate irises, and I felt my own anxiousness beginning to bubble up right along with this silky wine. My mind began to hum with possible scenarios of where this was going, but for some reason, my thoughts kept settling on him handing over the keys to either a house or a car. Hell, maybe both. How long have we been together, my love? Few months. How many? Do you know? I didn't. I hoped that the question was rhetorical, but he waited patiently while I fumbled through the previous months and events we had shared. Like around 3 or 4, right? I guessed. 8. He corrected with a gentle smile. 8 months, 2 weeks, and 5 days to be exact. I strained against the smile on my face, hopefully masking my apathy. What was he getting at? Was that too soon for him to buy me a house? It has been probably the best 8 months of my life, Leo went on, almost to himself. I hope you know just how special you are to me. My smile widened. Of course I know, sweetie. Well then, you should know me well enough to know I don't make rash decisions. I am very strategic, calculated, and usually once I set my mind to something, I just go for it. No questions, no hesitations. I nodded as my heart quickened. If it was a car, I hoped he had gotten it in red. Something sporty and flashy. I liked flashy, and I hoped he'd pay the insurance up. He knew damn well I couldn't afford insurance on any vehicle after a 1995. Leo blew me a kiss before rising to his feet. He still held my hand in his and pulled me up out of the booth with him. His eyes slid past mine and nodded in greeting to someone behind me. Confused, I turned and eyed the woman who approached. We had the same taste, apparently. She too wore a Tom Ford, but her dress was black, ankle-length with a sheer side panel that revealed just the right amount of skin to be classy. A high-weave ponytail cascaded down to touch the small of her back. She was taller than I am, a little more curvaceous, and chocolate skin as rich and as smooth as a piece of black clay pottery like you could find on a vendor table at some art festival. She held out her hand in my direction. Kimera. She greeted with a huge smile. I'm Tina Owusu. Owusu? I glanced to Leo and back to Tina, my head reeling with the strange yet familiar visitor. I ignored her outstretched hand, instead turning my back on the woman to narrow my eyes at Leo. This is your wife? I snapped, jutting the manicured nail of my thumb in her direction. Did you really invite your wife to dinner? My love, let me explain. Explain what? I pulled on my hand to release it from his grasp, but he tightened his grip. It's not what you think. It's not? Well, what the hell is going on, Leo? Care to explain this shit to me? Because I'm not understanding. Leo, still clutching my hand, dropped to one knee, and my heart dropped just as fast. I didn't even see him reach for the velvet box. Before I knew it, it was in his hand, the marquise-cut diamond glistening from the white cushion. I couldn't do anything but stand there speechless. Not because he was proposing. Hell, I had been proposed to a number of times, and usually I knew it was coming. But no, I was shocked as hell, because Leo's wife was still standing right there, waiting for my answer just as patiently as the man kneeling in front of me. I took a step backward, bumping my hip against the nearby restaurant table. Somewhere, the jazz music had died down, and I felt as if all eyes were focused